Hey everybody, welcome to another video of Trading with Jackie. I'm Jackie Panetta. So today's video is just me following up yet again on Nadex and how I am doing and progressing in my trading with them. I'm still in demo right now. However, again, I did confirm that demo and live do use the same strike prices. So I'm pretty confident, that the strategies that I'm implementing in demo, once I go live, I wouldn't have necessarily a difference. But I should be going live here very, very soon. I'm hoping after this week because I feel like I worked out all the kinks last week in my strategy. But I wanted to show y'all the power of it in comparison to the trading plan that I created as well. Okay, so as you well know, I trade with AUD JPY, but this work on any forex strategy. It's just your time of day. So I can only really catch this at night, so I'm trading it at night. So with your trading on Nadex, if you want to follow my strategy, I would suggest you trade the pairs in the session that they move the most in. So right now is the Asian session because it's a Sunday evening that I'm doing this video. Excuse me. So you want to trade Aussie yen pairs. So there you go. Here's another one. Another yen pair. Okay. And then USD JPY. Okay, those would be the ones you would trade in Asian session. My thought. And London session, catch those euros and those GBPs. And in the US session, I would focus on the USD pairs. And that's it. Alright. So, also in the London session, Euro session, you can focus on dollar Swiss as well. But here we go. So pretty much what I did was I'm going to go to the account, and in Nadex, of course, this is the old looking platform because this is where the history is stored. In the new platform, they have not released the update so that account history can be stored in the new platform yet. So once that is done, of course, I'll stop being in here. But I only took the one trade, so here we go. I'm gonna walk y'all through it. So it's a buy, alright, today 6:07. This is Eastern time. My favorite pair, Aussie yen. I did 10 contracts. That's what this 10 is. And for each, and my strike price was above 75.80 by 11 p.m. I bought at 19.5, so 19.50. So 19.50 per contract. Alright, $195 because I bought 10. You got your dollar to get in per contract, so that's why it's $10 here. Alright, and then sell to close. That is because I set a take profit. Alright, if it was to expire at 11 p.m., it would just say settlement. Alright, and then if it's expired in my favor, it would say settlement. If it didn't and it was a loss, it wouldn't be anything here. It would just be the loss. But I always set take profits because I am a pip and dip type of check. I like to get my money and roll out. I don't like to wait. Okay, I set my take profit for what I'm comfortable with what I've been testing, which has been working, and then I roll out. Alright, so I set my take profits at 65. I know some people that set it at 72, and even some people that go to 82 or 92 when they're on buys, and then opposite direction when it's a sell. On sell, I usually do 35, and then other people go less. They'll do 27, 25, 23, 8, that kind of thing. But that's to each their own. But that's just me. I set my take profit at 65. Okay, so, and it won. So let's do the math on how much that was a risk. And I'm going to show you all the difference because I took the same trade in Forex and I caught 20 pips off of it. So 195 plus 10, 205. So if you would have lost, that's all you would have lost was 205. Okay. Now plus another 10 to get out. Alright. And then minus 650, how much I made, which is because I won. Right. $65 was when I sold 10 contracts. $650. $435 I made off that one trade in 2 hours. Took 2 hours for that to happen. $435. $200 an hour. Come on, y'all. Y'all feeling me on that? Yeah, I know y'all feeling that. $200 an hour. Now, granted, that's off of a 6K account. All right. So if you are starting with a $250 account or a $500 account, you ain't buying 10 contracts. Okay. But because if you are, that's very, very risky, and I would not recommend that at all. If you were to do that, of course, you would see that you would have essentially made 100% of your account if it was a 250 account, and then dang near 90% profit on a $500 account if you risked like that. I personally would not. But hey, if that's you, that's you. But what I wanted to focus on is the contract, the profit per contract. I try to shoot for a minimum of $25 per contract. That's why I say I don't risk any more than $40. So if I wanted to, the risk would have been 40 right here. That would have been my max. Alright, but I got in great at 19.5, and so I was able to get a little bit over $40 per contract net profit. Okay, so because I already paid the dollar get in, dollar get out, and I still walked away with some nice profit. Okay, over $40 per contract, $43 per contract. That was beautiful. So even if it was just one, that's $43. So here's the plan. Okay, this is the Nadex plan. So I actually adopted this from Slick Trade when I had them. I got this kind of Nadex trading plan from them, and I just tailored it a little bit. So I have the weeks. This is really an 8-9 week plan. Okay, that's 2 months. All right, very different from Forex World. Okay, because on this same trade, on this same trade in Forex, I took this trade on AUDJPY and I made 20 pips because I got in at 75.60 or something like that, and I took 20 pips at 75.81 because price did hit that. That's how I was able to get profit here and in Forex World. But in Forex World, I'm trading at a 0.1 lot size and I only made 20 pips. That's only $20, and it took 2 hours to make that, right? But in Nadex World, I put up $20 to make $43 in 2 hours. It's a little different. I basically doubled my profit in Nadex World for the same amount of risk that I did in Forex World. Okay, that's the power, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, utilizing a Forex strategy, my own, right? But in Nadex, I only risked 20, so that's the maximum I would lose, and I made over $40, right? That was a 1 to 2. That was a risk 1 to make 2, risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. That's phenomenal. In Forex World, I risked technically $40 to make 20 because my pips stop loss would have been at 40 and my take profit is 20 pips and my stop loss is 40 pips. So it's backwards. In Forex World, I was risking 2 to make 1. Okay, and that's normal. All right. So now you see it's reversed in Nadex World. That's why I'm more partial to Nadex right now, utilizing my Forex strategies. Following me, y'all. Follow the money. So anyway, going right here, I'm talking about starting with like a $500 account, right? 1 contract per trade on day 1. The goal is $50. So in that one trade, I just made $43. So I would need to take another trade to do to meet my $50 goal. Okay, so I probably would, if I kept looking for another one, or what I probably would have done, what you could have done, or what I could have done, is gone to AUDJPY, and that was at 11 o'clock, right? You see how high it is right now. So what you could have done, if you wanted to make that 1 contract per trade, make that goal, I could have just did that for the 3 a.m. as well. So that was for 11 o'clock. I put 1 contract on for that, and then come to the 3 a.m. 75.80. I would have bought it really low and then let it sit at 65 if it would have hit, and that would have been my 2 contracts. 2 trades at $50 for the day, and be out, you know. Or you could have just put 2 contracts on the one trade that I did, like I did 10. It's either way. It's up to you on how you want to utilize this trading plan. But, you know, just technically, I look at that's what you want per day, but I kind of look at it for the week. So the goal would really be I need to make $250 for the week for my plan to be successful. Now, whether I do that all in one day or whether I do that in like 5 days, it don't matter. Just as long as I make $250 for the week. And I just had to update that a little bit, you know, risking no more than $50 per contract. I'm actually bringing that down to 40. And then these are like daily expirations, because that's me. I trade the dailies. I don't do the 2-hour time frame, the 2-hour expirations. That's not me. Alright, and I say 3 p.m. spreads, but I don't even like spreads no more. So I'm just going to update this. But anyway, that's the whole point of the trading with Nadex. So, you know, I just showed y'all, you know, $400 something in 2 hours. That's like phenomenal, yo. And utilizing support and resistance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can focus on getting y'all access to a indicator that will show supply and demand or support and resistance for free. If I can't find one for free for y'all, then I'll just show y'all the one that I've been using that I had to pay for. Alright, it's not really expensive or anything, but I'm trying to hook y'all up, give y'all some sauce. You know, I'll take the burden upon finding it and paying for it, and if it works out, then I'll share it with y'all. But and then walk y'all through. But basically, I just did that entire trade. It was just Forex support and resistance. Where was support at? Where was resistance? Did I get a bounce off a zone? Yes or no? Take the trade. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. And so I did that trade in Forex. It was a no-brainer, and I'm like, all right, I take that same thing, and if it's a no-brainer in Forex, it's a no-brainer in Nadex as well. Now, I only trade Nadex binary options. I do not trade with any other broker out there, so I haven't used any of them, so I can't speak on anything else except for Nadex, and I have had no problems with Nadex. Okay, so I would highly recommend everybody start demoing them, start taking your Forex strategies and seeing how you can apply them to Nadex, and it would be even better. I actually am trying to decide on whether I am going to do signals for Nadex or if I'm going to just sell my strategy to y'all for Nadex. I haven't figured out which one it is. If y'all let me know actually in the comments below which one you would prefer, that might help sway me. I'm not going to say it's going to be the big thing. I'm actually leaning more towards just selling my strategy because I really don't want the burden of sending out signals to people. And besides, I would rather people learn to trade themselves versus, you know, me sending out stuff. But I understand some people, you know, can't take the time to learn to trade either. I get that. So, but let me know in the comments which one y'all might think, what y'all like. Would you prefer signals, or would you prefer me just teaching y'all my strategy? Alright, so just let me know. And when I say teaching y'all, meaning y'all would have to pay for it. But I promise I wouldn't, like, I ain't gonna charge y'all like hundreds of dollars or nothing like that. It ain't the point. The point is me sharing my knowledge to y'all and having it work out for y'all. And by the way, this strategy not only just works for Forexes, it will work for indices as well. It works for any of these assets under the binaries. Okay, any of the assets under binaries, just apply your strategy to them. That's all. Okay, alright everybody, sorry about the video taking so long, but I just wanted to make sure I followed up with y'all about Nadex. I will be doing another video just talking about pair correlation and things like that, because that was recommended. Well, that was asked. And then I'm also going to try and do another follow-up video on the $100 to 6-figure income, because like I said, I was focused more on Nadex than I was working that account. Plus I got my funded live account for Forex, so I'm actually trading more of those. So I mean, I got a couple of things coming y'all way, but this right here was more my priority because of the profit potential was essentially doubled here versus in Forex. Alright, so I'll let y'all know at the end of the week if I'm going to go live with this or not. Maybe I might let y'all know at the end of the week. If not, I'll just do a video showing y'all my live account. Alright, y'all take care of everybody and stay safe. Bye.